But first, I'm going to get into Infowars.com receives Rise of the New Right script. Worse than we thought from Chris, the deceptive Slimeball Matthews of Slimeball, one of the most unpopular shows on television. He has about the same listening audience as maybe a regional popular show on the radio, say in Chicago. I mean, the guy is literally a joke. There are many rock and roll morning shows in big cities that have bigger audiences than Chris Matthews. He is a fraud. Remember that. It's all the great Oz, little man behind the curtain. He is literally a little demonic hunchback spiritually behind the curtain. And then he's got this big, I am the mighty Oz. I am huge. I control reality. I say you are a racist. I say you are the new Nazis because you don't want to be my slave. I am the great mainstream media. He's like, oh my God, no one's listening to us. Media, government shut down the alternative media. They're bigger. They're much bigger than I am. Oh good. Shut down the Drudge Report. Let me get back up there and scare him. I am the great and powerful Chris Matthews that has 500,000 viewers. I am the great one. I am the great one. CNN losing half its viewers in the last year. All of you, you're all a joke. And you know why you're a joke? You say if people don't like health care, it's because they don't like black people. Come on, keep saying stuff like that. Please keep it up. You are doing a fabulous job, totally discrediting yourselves. Even off your teleprompters, everybody knows you're liars. There's no teleprompter here, Mac. I'm real. I'm a real American. I really do research. I really know what I'm talking about. I really know history. Unlike Matthews, who does these little history tricks with people, tries to catch them unaware. So have your fun with your piece. Twist what I said. Distort it all. We've got the script. I love it. Everybody knows your tricks. What, you may have 5% of the public, fluoride heads, who can't even hardly tie their shoelaces that like you. Great. You can have those people. You can have them. Oh, you want to have martial law, don't you, punk? You want to be able to shut down free speech. You want to be able to take over the internet. You want everybody to still love you and your little globalist, socialist, pencil-neck, fascist takeover garbage. Well, it isn't working, punk. It's over, punk, for you. Everybody knows you and yours ruined this country and flushed it down the toilet. And you may be successful as you watch America circle the drain, laughing and giggling. You may be successful making it go down the drain, but you are going down the drain with all of us as well. Remember that scum. You may be taking us to hell, but in hell, everybody's going to know who took us to hell. You little weasel and all the rest of you. We're going to overdrive right now, Infowars.com. Great job, crew. Stay with us. Back in 1 minute. I guess it was 4 or 5 months ago, Chris Matthews calls up here at the office, Chris Matthews, and then they say, we want to come interview you. And then they give me his producer, and I talk to her, and she says, and I said, let me guess, it's a bait and switch to make sure I'll do the interview. You claim Chris Matthews is coming, but he's going to cancel at the last minute. She says, I guarantee you he won't. He's going to be doing town halls in Houston. He wants to meet with you. And I said, okay, I'll be friendly. Bring him. Less than 6 hours before he was to be here, they said, oh, he can't come now. And I said, I expected that. And I'd also told him on the phone, you will show white supremacist and Hitler, and you will show malicious shooting guns, and then you will cut to me and Rand Paul and Ron Paul. And they said, no, this is a reasonable view of the Tea Party. We want to understand you and be friendly. We want to be friends. Kind of like Rachel Maddow told Rand Paul before she stabbed him in the back. And I said, listen, I'm not stupid, just like I told Nightline. I said, you guys are deceptive, but I said, come on down, bring Matthews. And then he chickened out. And when the lady was in studio, she saw a gun over here in my desk, not aimed at her, .357 Magnum revolver, just because it's a reliable gun under stress. Anybody tries to come in here and do something, we're not going to just get on our knees and hide under the desk and say, please, 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 I'm castrated. Or oh, there's a man with a gun. 911, help me. Oh, it'll be 12 minutes on average? Okay, thank you. No. No. Time is of the essence. That's why I don't have some fancy semi-auto or something or some, no. This is, pull the trigger, baby. She saw the gun during the interview, and all of a sudden she started crying, and I thought I had touched her heart. This woman was going, and she got tears in her eyes, and she was an attractive British lady. And I was like, are you okay? And she goes, she was unable to breathe. She'd been so programmed and so brainwashed, like Freddy Krueger was over her bed at night. She was, is that a gun? I actually had a digital recorder recording it all. I ought to play that. Like, where are those recorders? Did we save that? Did I have the guys dump that off when they were here, just as my backup? We ought to actually find that audio in the next few days and play it. It's like a 3-hour interview, and get the... But you can't... I mean, I was sitting right here, where I'm sitting. She was sitting right here. Their camera was over there. They had another camera over here. And I'm talking to her, and she sees the gun, and starts getting tears in her eyes. And I mean, literally, like she was having a heart attack. And I was like, are you okay, honey? She said, is that a... You could tell, like, she couldn't breathe. You ever had a dream where you can't breathe and it's real scary? I've had a few of those. And she was like... I mean, it went on, and it was like a slave. People are doubting me. I may just play the audio. Just remembered I'd recorded it as backup in case they edited me. And this went on for about 30 seconds. And she said, is that the gun? And all you could see was the butt of it on the shelf. The handle. And I said, yeah. I mean, I protect myself. I protect my office. We got guys with concealed carry in here as well. And she just, I'm sorry. I just didn't expect it. Hold on. I'm collecting my... this is not a joke, folks. We can continue. And she's going, and the next question, oh, no. But this woman sees body scanners scanning her naked body, cameras, troops in black uniforms marching. If you know history, that's what scares you. Whoa, I'm going into a third world dictatorship. But no, she wasn't worried about that. And it turned out this woman's been all over the world, combat zones, you name it. She's not scared because there it's troops with guns. They're allowed to have guns. But you see a slave. This is a woman who'll fly into combat zones. She's not afraid. But to see a fellow slave with a gun is blasphemy. It's just absolute, total, and complete blasphemy. I mean, this was sacrilege to her. To see a blood bag, I mean, that's what I am, like The Matrix, or like the movie, what's the new vampire movie? Rob recommended it, so I watched it when I was on the treadmill with Ethan Hawke. It's really good. I just watched it last week. What's the name of it? Go ask Jacobson the name of the new Ethan Hawke vampire movie. I know we're having a big powwow in there right now, but I need this information. I need this information. I need this information. Or I can get up and go get it. I need the name of that movie. But the point is that that's what we are. We're like creatures in a machine sucking our blood. We're like cattle. We are seen here to provide daybreakers. We are here to provide our souls, our money, our kids, everything. The globalists see it as if they control the entire society. And so this woman sees troops, SWAT teams, guns, FEMA camps. She feels safe. When she sees big black armored vehicles and tanks and big monolithic government buildings and thugs and CPS grabbing children and corruption, she just cozies up like a snake around their leg. But she comes into some red-blooded, tanned, redneck American who isn't her slave, and she comes in here with a man with a little bit of hair on his chest, and it just scares the living daylights out of her. She had thought she'd entered the ninth circle of hell. She was in a room with a fork-tailed devil. This is a domesticated slave. This is a domesticated worm. This is a domesticated serf. This is someone who sees a human who isn't castrated. I mean, I would imagine a domesticated pig in a pig pen watching a wild pig run around, out there in the field 100 yards away. That'd probably actually scare a pig because it would have memories of being a free hog. It would have memories of running around squealing and rooting and having a good time. And it'd be sitting there eating its slop about to get slaughtered. That's another pig. That's scary. And it would squeal and run over to the humans and curl up and go, and do something about that pig out there. It's so deadly. I mean, it's disgusting. It's like a cow in a squeeze chute at a slaughterhouse before the gas bolt comes down and drives a hammer into its head. and fells it and kills it so it can be rendered down into T-bone steaks. Imagine it getting angry at a cow in a field. Oh, look at that cow in a field. It has horns. It hasn't been dehorned. I had my horns cut off a long time ago. I've had all my vaccines. I'm going into the slaughterhouse. Oh, I like the government. Oh, I love it. I'm here by my legs and drain me of blood. I love serving government. It's so much fun. It's so good. I mean, literally, you've got to experience. It's like that video we have in Road to Tyranny of the police own squad car at a checkpoint. They're searching everybody's cars. Abby Newman, one of my listeners, naval veteran, no criminal record, in town buying canning equipment. They say, we want to search your car. She says no. They open the trunk up, put her in handcuffs, find a pocket constitution, and start hyperventilating on video going, I can't believe she's got one. We found an extremist. She's got paraphernalia. I can't believe. He says, I can't believe we found one of these people. And he's like, what do we do? Do we arrest her for this? And